Do you remember the sound the rotary phone made when you dialed a number? Or the feeling of sinking your feet into a thick shag carpet on a lazy Saturday morning? If you grew up in the 1970s, chances are you were surrounded by things that, at the time, felt so ordinary, yet today feel like pieces of a world that's quietly faded away. Today, we're stepping back into the American home of the 70s, not through blueprints or floor plans, but through the objects, colors, and sounds that defined our daily lives and shaped our memories. Let's start in the heart of the home, the kitchen. You probably remember those avocado green or harvest gold appliances, refrigerators, stoves, and even toasters, bathed in earth tones that now seem like a retro fever dream. There was a noisy electric can opener that sat proudly on the counter, and next to it, a collection of Tupperware in every color under the sun: orange, brown, mustard, and olive green, though somehow we were always missing just the right lid. The cabinets were often wood paneled, sometimes with patterns pressed right into the laminate. And those Formica countertops? You could almost hear the clatter of Mom's Pyrex mixing bowls resting on them. It was warm, it was loud, it was home. Now, picture the living room. The shag carpet was so deep you could lose a pencil in it, and probably did. There might have been plastic covers on the nice couch, the one in the room you weren't supposed to sit in unless company came over. The television wasn't just a screen, it was a massive piece of furniture. Console TVs were treated like altars in many homes, often topped with a doily and a family photo. And in almost every room, an ashtray. Whether you smoked or not, it was there, on the coffee table next to the lamp with the heavy ceramic base and fringed shade. That room was where families came together for the Waltons, or All in the Family. It was where laughter echoed and where arguments happened over who got the remote, back when the remote was just you being told to get up and change the channel. Move down the hall and peek into the bedrooms. You might find a waterbed sloshing gently in the corner, the modern marvel of its day. Or maybe a beanbag chair sat deflated in the corner, perfectly misshapen from endless lounging. Lava lamps cast their slow, hypnotic glow across wood-paneled walls, while macrame plant hangers dangled proudly from the ceiling. In the bathrooms, everything matched, sometimes painfully so. Pink tiles, pink toilet seat, pink fluffy rugs, all topped off with a floral shower curtain that might have been too loud even for the disco era. It was tacky, it was bold, but it was ours. These weren't just objects, they were touchstones, anchoring us to a particular time in our lives. We didn't think twice about them then, but now they're wrapped in memory. They remind us of the sound the screen door made in the summer, or the smell of dinner on a Sunday night. They take us back to a time when families gathered around one TV, when phones had cords, and when you actually had to get up to answer them. In today's homes, we have smart devices, minimalist design, and sleek surfaces. Everything is faster, quieter, cleaner, but sometimes it feels colder too. There was a warmth in the chaos of the 70s home, a vibrancy that matched the orange wallpaper and mismatched upholstery. We miss it not because it was perfect, but because it was part of us. So now I ask you, what's one thing your childhood home had that you still think about? Was it the velvet painting above the fireplace? The owl-shaped clock that ticked just a little too loudly? Maybe it was just the feel of that scratchy couch you took Sunday naps on. If this trip down memory lane brought back even a flicker of warmth or a smile, consider subscribing to our channel. There's plenty more where that came from. And leave us a comment. We'd love to know what memories live in your heart and what little things you still remember from your 70s home. Because the objects may be gone, but the memories, they live on.